Well, guys, we need to talk about Democrat socialist Sheila Jackson Lee here in this video. Now, Sheila Jackson Lee is a congresswoman that actually represents part of Houston. Now, you guys know I actually live right outside of Houston. She's not actually on my rep. My rep is actually on Sylvia Garcia. And Sylvia Garcia actually endorsed her opponent, John Whitmire, who is also a Democrat, but he is a moderate Democrat that wants to be tough on crime. Now, guys, I believe I said this before about Houston. Houston, fourth largest city in the United States of America. But if you want to compare Houston to New York, Chicago, LA, Houston is not really that progressive. It's just not. I mean, the crime in Chicago, you can't even compare it to Houston. You just can't compare it. The people in Houston are more moderate when it comes to leftist policies or left-leaning policies. I remember back in, I believe this is 2012, when the former mayor of Houston, her name was Anise Parker. She was actually a lesbian, and she tried to push through a bill, like a transgender bill, to let transgenders in Houston go to whichever bathroom they wanted to. Guess what? The people in Houston rejected that. And it was a complete wipeout. I believe it was something like 65% of voters rejected it. Amazing. But I believe if this was actually like in Portland or somewhere like that, that probably would have passed. Houston is not that type of Democrat city. However, Houston is still a Democrat city. There was actually, I believe, one conservative that actually ran in this election. But when it came to the general election, I believe like a few months ago, actually last month, nobody got 50%. So it went to a runoff. And the runoff was yesterday, and Sheila Jackson Lee got blown out. Now, she did have a major problem going into this runoff election. Now, the polls already said that she was going to lose to John Whitmire, I believe, by like 16 points. It was worse than that, guys. Sheila Jackson Lee got blown out by something like 30 points. But let's go back and listen to this clip here that went viral. And remember, Sheila Jackson Lee tried to blame MAGA Republicans. No, the people in Houston just didn't want you. Remember, this is what she actually told her staff when she was just cursing them out. Let's play this.
That you took a piece of paper from that woman regarding something that was over at Duncanville. Where is it? What date was it?
All from yesterday. Jerome took it upstairs. I have to call him. He took it up when I switched out the paper. I'll call him as soon as he gets here.
I don't want you to do a goddamn thing. I want you to have a fucking brain. I want you to have read it. I want you to say, Congresswoman, it was such and such date. That's what I want. That's the kind of staff that I want to have. So some stupid other motherfucker did it, and I don't have the information. Nobody sent me the information. I need to ensure my schedule. And, if Boo-Boo did it, shit-ass did it, fuckface did it, and nobody knows a goddamn thing in my office. Okay? Nothing. I gave it to you. Your job was to get it on the calendar, imprint it in your brain, or send me the information back saying, Congresswoman, I made sure that the Ovide Duncantel event that you gave me for so-and-so date at 7 is on the fucking calendar. Not to, Jerome has it. Okay? So when I called Jerome, he gonna be sitting up there like a fat-ass, stupid idiot talking about what the fuck he doesn't know. Okay? Both of y'all are fuck up a fucking F. It's the worst shit that I could have ever had put together. Two goddamn big-ass children. Fucking idiots. Serve no goddamn purpose. Ain't managing nobody. Nobody's respecting them. Nobody gives a shit about what you're doing. And you ain't doing shit. And this is an example of it. I gave it to Jerome. This is not child's work. Okay?
Yeah. So you heard that right there, guys. You heard that right there. Houston is not a defund the police type of city. Okay? Houston is not like that. Now, Sylvester Turner, Democrat, mayor of Houston right now, never defunded the police like a lot of these other major cities. Like I said, Houston, not that radical. Okay? But man, she got blown out. absolutely destroyed by John Whitmire. I guess you could say the polls were wrong, even though he was predicted to win. Even Mattress Mac, you guys know Mattress Mac. He actually owns Gallery Furniture. He likes to bet on the Astros. He always supports Republicans in Harris County. Even he endorsed John Whitmire for Houston mayor. Now, Mattress Mac has a couple of furniture stores in Houston, in the city. I don't believe he actually lives in the city, but his businesses are there. And the people that were supporting Sheila Jackson Lee, some heavy hitters. I mean, Bill Clinton, former president, Hillary was supporting, actually endorsed Sheila Jackson Lee as well. I mean, big hitters. It was a blowout. It was a wipeout. I believe they actually called this when it was about 57% of the vote in. I mean, it was an annihilation here. I mean, being woke, man, doesn't pay off. Now, if this was Chicago, she probably would actually win. Because essentially, she's like a Brandon Johnson. Maybe not as radical, but still extremely radical. She's a progressive. And Houston said, nah, we don't want to be progressive. You know what? Maybe people also seeing what happened with Eric Johnson up there in Dallas, the Dallas mayor, who was a Democrat, now a Republican. He cleaned up the crime over there. Cleaned it up. And people do want safe streets. If you want your streets to be unsafe, hey, you're going to vote for Sheila Jackson Lee. And I'm actually proud of the Houstonians that went out there and didn't vote for this. And I'm wondering, man, if she's actually going to be screaming racism, even though she conceded, because she really didn't have a choice. I mean, it was a complete wipeout. I mean, this woman here is just flat out evil. She is flat out evil, guys. So hopefully John Whitmire does actually clean up crime in Houston. And I was actually getting a lot of ads. You know, when I go to like websites and stuff, I was seeing a whole bunch of John Whitmire ads on the internet. So even though I couldn't vote in a Houston election because I don't live in the city limits, but still, I was seeing a lot of ads for him. Okay. He even took a pardon shot at Sheila Jackson Lee. Look here. Houston's mayor-elect takes parting shot at Sheila Jackson Lee. We don't bully people. Yeah. Texas State Senator and Houston Mayor-elect John Whitmire took a parting shot at Rep. Sheila Jackson Lee after winning Houston's mayoral runoff over the Congresswoman in a landslide. Yeah. Complete wipeout. Quote, people want to go to work for me because we respect people. We don't bully people. My family taught me to treat people the way you want to be treated, and that works wherever you are, regardless of what community you're visiting with. Treat these individuals like you wanted to be treated. Well said right there. Well said. And it looks like, you know, Sheila Jackson Lee's political career is probably over with now. Probably over with. She's, I believe, 73 years old. Now, John Whitmire is actually older than her. I believe he's actually 76. But hey, Sheila Jackson Lee, to me, never really acted like a Texan. I mean, she's not from Texas. She was actually born and raised in New York City, I believe, in the Bronx or Harlem, somewhere around there. But she's not a Texan. She's not a Texan, man. She doesn't really have Texas values, if you actually ask me. And she's not really sure, I believe, if she is actually going to run for re-election in the House. And if she does, I highly suggest that people in her district vote her out. Vote her out. She does not have your best interest, man. But this was glorious, guys. Sheila Jackson Lee, her career is pretty much over with. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and White Network fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. And we'll catch you next time.